little bit of damage through the door, so gotta watch out for your health. Ooh. Share of shots from Yudotan. Now Full Sense are kind of pinned down on site. Cruz is playing off site, and he's the only one.
Cruz might be the one that does have to come into play late to win this round. GE starting to make their way forward. The spam from Yudotan does catch Prim as he tries to work his way out of that smoke, and the rest of the dominoes will fall. GE reigns supreme.
Drop.
He made noise for sure. Autumn prepared for it, but can't win the duel anyway. Cruz just getting that peak as advantage, and Jit Boys into the B site now. Full Sense starting to put it together. Let's see if Harvey can hold on. Patman on his way across to try to reinforce, but doesn't want to overface the angle and will inevitably, you'd think, be getting smoked off here by Cruz.
Running out of time too.
Yeah, 10 seconds. They're going to have to make something happen here, but Harvey's still in the back of sight. Surely this can't go well. Full Sense, the time pressure could be too much. Patman just has to peek and deny the plant, but he can't survive. Player, he likes to sort of do it any which way. It might not be required this time around though, because the rifles are getting it done. Patman, Yudotan, who, by the way, fancy footwork, gets himself out of that Hunter's Fury. 2 for 1 to start things off. Harvey wants to fight for middle. He's got the backup there of Autumn as well, but like I said, it's all about the rifles in this round for GE. And Cruz, I don't think he's holding on against quite a bit of success in doing so as well, and Kahlua just swings back onto the line that Autumn was holding, and there's the two-piece with the on the lurk. Cutting off rotates, causing a ruckus. 1 for 1 will not be enough to defend, but there's a question here I was going to ask of Patman. His timing not great in the end. Autumn also picked up. It's a case of poor timing for GE in this round. Full Sense getting the better of a couple of those duels. It's just Yudotan alive.
Easy. That's the one thing Full Sense might need to respect, but ooh, Spike is planted in a rather open spot. They can hold from main if they choose.
Oh, Primi just gets out in front of it. He doesn't care about your lockdown. Happy to take the fight before that time ticks on over and gives the advantage to Full Sense.
So many numbers too.
Well, it's a full defense from A main though. Wonder if maybe these smokes are going to cause enough of a ruckus. Patman picked with a bit of util in hand there by Jit Boys. Defense looking poor now. That defuse does start. Crystal is really relying on Harvey to get this job done alone. The smoke is not enough with the spam. Jit Boys collects the headshot. And unfortunately for Harvey, you'd say this will be a little bit too much to do. He's hitting some good shots, but about having a look, he's got to be prepared for Sephiroth tucked in that corner. In the end, he just lets cooler heads prevail, and that will, in the end, be a bullet in the back of his head from Kahlua, who doubles down, and Sephiroth is in there as well. Bladestorm out now for Yudotan to try to salvage the situation, and Kahlua looking to do some damage as well with that Hunter's Fury. Jit Boys has found the timing window, but the shots are not there, and Yudotan comes up in a big way. Shock dart enough to push them off of the spike, but not gets 2. If he gets a 2 for 1 and that plan's gone down on B in the meanwhile, he could still get his money's worth. That's none! None from Cruz. Unbelievable. Autumn turns around at the perfect time, and now Sephiroth's job, you'd say, is nigh impossible.
You just can't do that. 6 HP in a 1v3. Every little corner on this site is now paper thin. He's gonna get chewed through.
Well, this is a very bold position to play from for him. You'd look at it and you'd say that's a one and done. They're going to have to make a real error in judgment and not clear it, which in the end doesn't happen. So GE convert themselves. AP is just ducked under the balcony, hoping that he can try and maybe find a 1 for 1. Cage is going to go up. He's holding for the reinforcements, and well, it might be really down to Sephiroth to actually hold the fort, because the reinforcements weren't doing much. GE on their way in to another pistol round win. 7 to 5 very quickly, you'd think, should be turning it to 8 as they pick up the second. Good tag already onto Jit Boys, forced away as well by that paranoia. The space opening up, but Yudotan has no idea that Cruz is tucked in the corner. Full Sense coming back into their own. They're flat, and Full Sense completely rotated off. That is a minor miracle pulled from GE.
Jit Boys does have run it back for a retake.
Okay, well, we'll see if he can make anything happen here. Primi, Jit Boys both finding themselves an entry, but Autumn comes alive. Drops 2. Oh, is it enough though? 1v1 now for Patman, who used to be Postman Pat, but this time he cannot deliver. Full set. 9-7, another half buy from GE. Cruz is under pressure, but he's got the help, the backup from Jit Boys. There's going to be a hot hands through. And, well, GE are not going to slow down at all. Jit Boys seems to be somewhat aware there's someone else here. Yeah, he knows. Oh, no! He knew, but he second-guessed himself. And now it's falling apart. GE out of nowhere might be getting a sneaky round unless Primi can do Primi things.
It's going to be tough, though. I mean, where is he going to figure out?
He's there fast.
He is.
Oh, he's missed! That's not a Primi thing! Let's see how this goes. Dimensional Drift plus Hunter's Fury.
Oh no, they could all line up for it.
That combination is so potent, but so far not quite working out. Autumn recovers first. Primi drops, now Killua as well. And Autumn, you said he was frying. Well, he has cooked up a meal in this round as well for GE. They're into the B site. 3-on-2, Sephiroth half HP, Plant going down. This is GE's round to lose.
Uh-oh.
One enemy remaining.
But they've done well to withhold.
Ashes.
Autumn's got big damage. That's surely got to be something.
They got a shoot gun good, basically,
Yeah.
to hold this. And Jit Boys has got to run it back, so they're going to have to shoot gun even better. This is essentially a 5-on-3, one of which has now been dealt with. So back to the 4-on-3 for full sense, but info is info. Harvey and Autumn, though, connecting, and that firepower apparently is enough. They shoot gun really good.
It's Primi on an operator.
Oh, Primi on an operator. He's pretty good.
Down B.
Lockdown as a reaction. G has options to head back out towards middle if they want to.
Is GE just going to push through mid here and try and take the fight to full sense, or are they going to reroute back into B? Spike needs to be picked up by Crystal at some point here. They're going to opt to take the, I would say, percentage play. Whoa. Patman up over the top of the wall. Catches Killua as he just backs off. That is cheeky. And pulls it back to the 4-on-4.
Okay. Meanwhile, for full sense, pixel angles, but they didn't expect one to be still left around market, and that's Yudotan. They are trying to take him back. They managed to catch him, but still onto the site. Pat is up by logs.
And that Blaze Wall holding them at bay for now. Crystal and Patman doing the same. Autumn will drop. New kid on the block, Sephiroth to try to keep the game alive against the clutch minister himself, Crystal. Like I said, he's been here time and time again, and now he's got the info. As Sephiroth got the idea, Crystal early damage and finishes the job. 13-7 global.
Will do their best on the attacking side to kick things off. Astra Stars to conceal their movements, but GE are moving all across.
Autumn once again has the opportunity, and he does start well. That is exactly what you want to see. That hot form continuing from map 1 to map 2, of course, helped out. Another kill goes through for GE, and it is all about Autumn in the pistol. A 2K, full sense. Not the start they want on Summit.
Definitely not. They're trying to mid-round pivot back over onto B side as well, but I feel like at this point, GE is just reading every movement. Yudotan might even be able to get ahead of them. Has paint shells to kind of thwart the misplant. Oh no, Cruz can't even get a shot.
Yeah, this feels like a bit of a foregone conclusion at this point, but at least Killua can try and get that plant down. See what he can make of it. Maybe find another kill or two, get another ult point. Yudotan is low. So that'll be a fight that goes the way of Killua. He gets, you know, something more out of it, but...
Exactly, right? Which is why I guess Full Sense are trying to play up front as well, but look at how the Seekers reveal everything. Autumn takes one down. Gets out scot-free.
Now, Primi really trying to push the issue here. He knows that he has to be the X-Factor player to make some kind of difference. Killua's sort of trapped in the back of the site here alongside Primi, and there's just util thrown at them time and time and time again, and even a satchel now as well. There's just no safe place to stand at all. It's all on Primi, and that's a sharp shot. Skeet shooting onto Yudotan. Oh, Primi! Out of nowhere! And now it's Autumn to rain on his parade. Oh, that would have been the highlight of all highlights, but Autumn is giving him a piece of his mind. You can see him there in the cams. Oh, very pleased with that, saying, don't worry about it, boys. He's not going to check that line. This is a freebie for Cruz. So 4 on 5. Plant going down. Full sense. Might be able to swindle something here.
Crystal spent all his util as well. It's all down to Pat and how he's able to initiate, but he's down.
This is looking a little grim for GE. How do you get your way back into this one. Crystal hunting for any opening, but nothing being found. The Sheriffs are doing so much work. Primi is not happy that he has full sense thinking going forward that, hey, he might continue to do that.
Absolutely. Even then, Full Sense just played it patient as well. They've dodged a flash from Patman. Now they're going to be bursting into the B site.
Yudotan getting those nades out to try to slow things down, but again, it might be Patman. He dodges the convergent paths nicely. Here's the showstopper for Yudotan. He's having some trouble getting into a position to fire it, so it does go a little wayward, but that provides the space for Harvey and Yudotan in the end to make that swing happen, and it's the rifles that are getting the job done again. But teams are going to be wary now of Summit against GE, I feel, after these first couple of games.
Oh. Now they're pushing into B main.
There's ultis going everywhere, by the way, but nothing happening. Full Sense are not having any success on these entries at all. GE is just styling on them. This is a one-team game at the moment.
Cruz was the one with the spike as well. I mean, the roster move may be a little bit wrapped, but you know what?
I'm speechless. I've got nothing to say, bro. I have nothing to say. They're going to swing 3 players into
all the potential lethal angles that could be played. 50 seconds to go on the clock as well. Autumn's already on an offline. This is done. Or we're done. I don't know.
I need concealment.
Like, I don't know. Do you plant it for B main and you push back towards that spot? He has to play up front, but he's going to get completely overwhelmed.
You've got to try and take an early fight here, but it's just not going to happen. Can't even get out of his own smoke. Hide out for yourself. Plant going down, though. And a little bit of a lurk here from Cruz. So he actually could get a bit of work done, but spotted by Crystal. Unbelievable.
That's your boy.
How do they always know?
They're just diligent. And mentally as well. You know, they're not under that much pressure. So straight on with a retake, full force against Full Sense, who is doing their darndest, but they can't get a single kill.
They are definitely considering it. Autumn as well, by the way.
Spotted that, recognized that. These two teams with that much history against each other. 10 seconds on the clock. It's a base race onto the A site, but they're still so afraid. They have to cut some corners just to get the spike down. I don't think there's time. Get to the top.
There's no
You're
time.
out of time.
How?
Oh my God.
They lost a round to an empty site. They lost a round to an empty site. Clark. It's 11-1.
So it depends on how well G knows the map to clear, pre-fire the corners.
Drone's going to go forward. Don't think it's spotted Cruz, but he is going to be attempted to be cleared. At least Sephiroth chiming in with a couple of headshots will help him out. Keeps Cruz alive long enough to find the one, but still, GE are fighting their way back into this A site. They get themselves the 2 for 3, which will allow them a plant. You've got Patman alive. He's obviously popping off, and Crystal there to play the support role. So let's see what maybe Patman and Crystal can put together here. They have been a little spotted on that cross. Okay. Patman's just got to go and shoot someone. That's really all it is. You just got to win this round with firepower alone, and he is in the form to do it. Doors going to be closed. Patman happy to just hold on that line, slow things down. Now Crystal making his move. Patman can't hold on for 2, but Crystal, this is his time to step up. Hasn't had to do much throughout this game. This could be a nail in the coffin for Full Sense, but just not given the space to... And they have the player advantage, and they have the space as well. Patman forward will catch Primi in the side of the head. There is nothing to be done. A 2v4, Dog's going to go in, spots both Sephiroth and Cruz, flash around the corner. Patman can't get it done alone, but you can tell GE, they just want to be on the front foot. There's a 1-for-1. They don't want to throw this away, but Cruz has no... Divide to go down, cutting the site in half. And again, Patman at 23-6, improving upon that scoreline. Does fall to Primi, but a 1-for-1 is fine as far as GE are concerned for the moment. Autumn causing a bit of trouble for Primi, tags him down low. Harvey's on the off angle there as well. Crystal chiming in. This is it for GE. There is absolutely nothing in the day today for Full Sense. Sephiroth cannot get it done. 13-3. The game is over, and they say that revenge is a dish best served cold. But today, the frost is not cold enough. GE